What's up, everyone, and welcome in to your Celtics source. New season, new intro, because basketball is back. What's up, Dad?
What's up? We got some new hot takes. We're gonna blow your mind or maybe just massage you gently. We had a great preseason. We're gonna have a great season. We hope. Maybe we'll see. We'll talk about that. And excited to have the ball back on the court, hitting some threes. What are you most excited about? What you saw the preseason? Start us off. What's got you juiced?
Well, I think the biggest thing, and I've talked about this before, is just the development and sort of effort and hustle from Chris Boucher. I thought that, he was really the only center that looked comfortable playing out there. Like, Kata started to get it going towards the end of the preseason, but for the most part, he was not really anywhere to be found. And the other centers are, I think, a little bit farther down the depth chart. And so I'm excited to see how the Celtics can play with, a sort of small ball lineup with Chris Boucher at the five.
Yeah, yeah, I think that's exciting. I'm excited to see him play too. I'd say I'm most excited right now to see how this team does. The last couple years, this team's been stacked. They've won, lost a little bit, but like been a stacked team, right? And now we're just really strong. I wouldn't say with Tatum out, we're stacked, right? Without a big guy, Tatum out. I want to see how this team, as a strong team, not a top elite team, plays. I want to see if they come together. I want to see that they got some grit. They got a little bit of fight in them, you know?
We'll get to this when we do our actual win total predictions at the end of the show.
Sure.
But I was, a little bit higher on this team coming into preseason. And after watching this team and some of their big flaws, I'm not so sure about this team anymore. I think they have, talent to stay with teams at the top, but I think as you go down farther into the lineup, guys 7 through 12 are really all the exact same player. It's not really depth. It's all a bunch of, backup bigs and a couple backup forwards that are really all bring the same skill set, the same sort of effort, physicality, shooting. So when we talk about depth, I'm not sure that this team really has it. It really seems like this team could, or Joe Mazzulla could just play, a different lineup each night and get the same outcome.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, that would be the sign of an amazing coach, right? Get the same outcome playing different people, right? Um, I see what you're saying. I think you're right. Um, I'm not sure the preseason is as great an indicator of the actual season. So I think, you're working out kinks, you're trying things, you're blowing leads because you got guys, 10 through 15 on the floor kind of thing, right? So I don't know. I don't take too much stock in it in terms of what we're going to get out of the regular season. It's a good segue. What do you think? Let's go right now. Hot takes here. Win total for the season. Give it to me. You're on mute.
Win total for the season, I'd probably have them. I'm gonna go 43,
That's what I'm going. 43. What's
which
up?
I think is pretty low considering the conference that they're in and the
The
talent
Vegas
that they
line,
still have at the top.
yeah, Vegas line is 40 and a half. So we are a good 2.5 wins above that, right? Which, I think is perfectly reasonable. I'm going 43. And
43?
I'm going 43 and you are the 5 seed.
No, not at 43 wins.
Yeah, maybe not. That's right. Those numbers probably don't add up. So 6 seed.
I'd say 43 wins is your eighth seed right now, to be honest.
I think like 38 is your 8th seed in the East.
No, because you have the Cavs are going to, or not the Cavs, the Hawks are going to be really good this year. The Pistons, right, the Hawks have Porzingis, Trey Young. They have, who else
Yeah.
did they bring in? Daniels and
Okay. Okay. Yeah, fine. Fine. 43, 7. I don't know. We'll see. That's my win prediction, though. 43. I actually think we're going to beat that, but I want to go conservative. I actually think we're going to be closer to 46.
I don't think we'll get 46 wins. But speaking of that, what is one bold prediction that you have for this season? And when I say bold, it could be some outlandish thing, but it represents like a theme or an identity of the team.
All right. I
For
got two bold
example,
predictions. I don't need
uh,
examples. First bold prediction, Jaylen Brown returns to his ascendant play, all pro. And while Tatum remains the face of the franchise, Jaylen Brown is the body of the
mm,
franchise.
so you think this year just basically
I
proves
think
his
Jaylen Brown comes back and just plays lights out basketball, aggressive shooting basketball, puts the team on his back, all pro.
we'll see if he you know, if he plays game one on Wednesday. Because I think he for the most part looks fine, but his hamstring, he might play limited minutes, which, if any point Jaylen Brown's out, this team's going nowhere. So like, it really relies solely on Jaylen Brown.
I don't know about solely, but I think it's all things run through Jalen right now. I think that's right. I mean, you got White, you got Pritchard. By the way, did you see the news this summer about him? He's unguardable.
Yeah.
So
You've been saying that for years, buddy.
I didn't say that. He said it. I just repeat it. Um, but I think look, we got a good sporting cast. I think all things Celtics run through Jalen Brown right now.
All right. I
What do
got
you
two bold predictions.
give me one?
First one is Derrick White is your leading scorer.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
I just
Okay.
think that, you know, he's going to be taking, I think, like 18 threes a game because you just don't have, you just need that production from him. It doesn't really matter how inefficient he is. You just need him shooting to keep your team in it.
Okay. All right. I like that. I got a bigger, bolder prediction for you when you're ready. You ready? Here's my second bold prediction.
Yeah.
One of two things happens. Joe Mazzulla, coach of the year,
Ooh.
or fired.
Oh, wow. Coach
He
of the year
either
fired?
he either takes this team. It's a hot take. We'll see how it ages.
So
But
you,
he either takes this team and overperforms, and you see him really coach, right? You see him take a team that isn't top three, that's top, 10th, maybe. Well, even in the NBA, they're probably going in. I would think they're probably like the 12th best team in the NBA or something, 15th, right? They got to be around.
I'd
Include
probably
the
say
West.
there's,
Include the West.
yeah, I think there's 8 teams in the West alone that are better than them.
Right. And you got six in the East that are probably better than you. So you're 15th or something like that, right?
Yeah.
So take a middle of the pack team with talent, and can you get them to be a top four in the East, top three in the East, coach of the year? Or maybe he goes sideways. It turns out he needs the talent. I don't think so. And we just go off the rails. We got 10 wins at the halfway point, 11 wins, and management says, nope, we got to and reset.
Yeah, I think they're going to be in it the whole season because I just think you're
I
going to
think
be
so
able to,
too.
if you can find a ways with this team not to play down to your opponent in the games against Charlotte, Utah, Brooklyn, right? You got to, when you were playing, with all that talent and you were a championship contender, it didn't really matter whether you won those games or not.
No,
Right now in this season, those games are going to be so
you need
huge.
those
You just
wins. You
picking
need
up the
those.
wins when you
Yeah,
need it.
I think that's exactly right. You're gonna need not to squander opportunities against bad teams. You gotta win like 90 85 90% of those games. Like 95% maybe. You can't be just blowing a game against the Hornets just because you didn't feel like playing.
I'm I'm excited to see how their pace and transition holds up because every team comes in saying they want to play faster, they want to, shoot quicker, get out in transition. And most teams can't hold up to that sort of standard through the season. There were very few teams, the Pacers and the Thunder, and what
Yeah.
happened to them? They were in the finals.
Yeah, yeah.
So, right, most teams can't do that. But I think this is the year where the Celtics have no choice. They have to be able to sprint, you know, full 48 minutes up and down the court and just get easy buckets where possible because they're going to struggle against set offenses, I think, or set defenses.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I mean, obviously, the game is often won in transition. We know that.
Mhm.
So we'll see. We'll see. If they don't go deep on the bench, it's pretty hard to run guys 45 minutes a night for 82 games, TB toe, and see how you do in the playoffs, TB toe.
Oh,
So
speaking of that, did you see yesterday he was at their practice?
yeah, what do you think? What's the scuttlebutt on that? Have your sources told you anything?
Yeah. He
They
was
tell you.
actually delivering film on how they beat the Celtics in the playoffs as like a learning coaching moment.
Oh, I love that.
Because
I
right now that he doesn't work for a team, he was going around to other teams and doing the same thing as well.
I love that.
And
That's
it's
super
not
cool.
like, right, it's not like he's a bad coach or anything. So like
I think he's a
his,
good
his
coach.
information is valuable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. I mean, it's always interesting to see, right? Like, obviously, the Celtics know how they got beaten, but to
Mhm.
hear the other coach saying, well, this is
What?
very specifically how we thought about it or approached
Mhm.
it. We tried to pick and roll off Jalen because we wanted to do this or whatever. Like, I think
Mhm.
that's really interesting. I would love to. Did we have any sources in that room that we
Yeah.
could
Mhm.
get a sneak peek of? Did we get anybody?
No,
Or no?
it was really more like private and
Okay.
just talking one on one with players. All
All
right,
right.
I got another bold prediction here. Okay, ready to blow your mind?
Blow my mind.
Jayson Tatum plays 15 games this season. That includes rest days and
That doesn't blow my mind. I think that's totally reasonable.
really
Yeah, because I think he's going
because
to come
so
back at the end of the season. I think he's going to pick up like 8 regular season games. And then I think they're going to be in the playoffs. And I think there's an opportunity for him to play 7 more in the playoffs.
well, I
So
mean, I
that
think there's
doesn't blow my mind, actually. I might have said 12, but I'd take 15.
well, oh, I was thinking regular season.
Oh, regular season.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
mm.
includes probably every other game. So that's he comes back for 30. No, that's probably too many. 30 games.
Are you out of your mind?
Yeah, it's
We're going to
probably
lose all credibility with our viewers. Like and
yeah.
comment on that below, please.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe
just
maybe I moved that down to like 10.
10. 10 might be reasonable. Because I wouldn't be surprised if they put him in there for 5 minutes any game.
Really?
So you're going to get some of those
Because
games, right?
I have the feeling that the Celtics are secretly hoping that he doesn't return this year.
Oh,
As
no.
an organization, like they want him to sit out the whole game. They can't tell him that, but they'll make a decision closer to the end of the season. But if it's my guess, it's that they want him to sit out, get fully healthy, have a year and a half on it before he plays.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out. Okay. I like that hot take. Um,
But because some people say, he won't even. Well, people are saying that he'll also, get built-in rest days next season as well, which
I think so. I think so.
I
I
know
mean,
he hates, but
I also, if we look at our friend down in Houston now, Kevin Durant, KD, he just signed a 2-year extension to take him until he's 40.
mhm,
So I think we want to hope that we can have the same kind of, I mean, really, Tatum wants to hope. Frankly, we're fans, but it's mostly good for him, right? So I hope that he can have that kind of recovery and I don't know if he'll play till 40, but that would be pretty good.
yeah. Anything else you want to say on the Celtics before we just move on to some broader NBA themes?
No, let's just let's go out there, boys. Let's have some fun. Let's play free and loose, but protect the ball and let's go win our 45 games.
Oh, I have one more thing.
Yeah.
Celtics are the eighth seed. They get, or they're the eighth seed. They upset the Cavs in round one and lose in the second round.
Ooh. Okay, we will revisit that take.
That's what I think. I think they'll be the eighth seed. They'll win the play-in game.
And who do they fall to in the second round?
Um, Probably a scrappy
Magic.
Orlando Magic or something, or Pistons or something like that. That
All right. All right.
yeah.
That's a hot take. All right.
But as we transition here to overall NBA themes,
Yeah.
the Thunder are repeating, and I know we say that every year, but
We
it
don't say
just
that
feels
every
like
year, but I do. That's where I put my money. Uh, I'll tell you this, and I actually, as you know, last week I was hanging out with a number of NBA executives at a conference I happened to be at. So I had folks from the Wizards at my table, the Golden State Warriors.
perennial lottery team.
Yes, we talked about that. We lamented their draft luck.
Yeah,
He's like, we had one ball to go, and we had a 65% chance of getting the number one overall pick,
I
and
know.
we did not get Wembanyama. So
Oh, the previous
yeah,
year, yeah.
previous year. But so I had a bunch of folks at my table. I've actually talked to folks from the Clippers and the Nuggets, and everybody has the same kind of theme, which is it's going to be a long time before the East can take down the West again.
Hmm.
The West is nasty good.
Especially when you have Cooper Flag going to the West when he should
Right,
the four worst teams in the league,
right.
three of them were probably Eastern Conference teams. Despite the Utah Jazz being in there,
Give me
every
the
other
one. Give me the one surprise team on the West you think not necessarily underrated, but who's going to outperform in the West?
um, you know,
I know
despite
I'm gonna go with the same team, I bet.
um
Give it to me.
the Golden State Warriors.
That's right.
Yep.
Golden State
I
Warriors. I
think
think they're gonna be sneaky good. I don't
and
think they'll
I
win it all.
despite what we want to happen maybe, although we love Al, so we'll
Yeah.
see. You got to appreciate just how the longevity of Curry and that team being able to stay together and
Yeah.
perform each and every year. But I do have the Warriors as a pretty top seed in the Western Conference.
I think Warriors and Lakers are gonna be sneaky good. Like, they're
Yeah,
always obviously they have talent, but like
I'm
I
still
think
I'm
they're gonna perform.
I'm still concerned about the Lakers center depth. I also think that LeBron's going to miss the first month of the season, um, and it just feels like without Luca, without LeBron, they don't have much. And Luca's going to miss time at some point in the season.
Maybe we'll see if this new regime, if Luka Donuts has transformed his new name to Luka Dumbbells.
That's pretty good. He looks.
Um,
I'll tell you, he does look slimmer.
I mean, social media is there to convince, so we can trust it 100%, no question. But we've seen
Uh,
him play. He definitely looks a little faster, a little slimmer,
we
definitely.
talked about the Warriors as being a sneaky team. Give me
Yeah,
one other team that is you know, maybe it's not sneaky. Maybe they're supposed to be there, but a team that's going to be, pretty good when it's all said and done.
Rockets.
Yep. I was going to go Rockets. I'm a little concerned about Fred VanVleet, right? He's out for the season, so they don't have that point guard depth. So we'll see how that works out. But I think Kevin Durant.
What about this? Hot take. Number three, midseason trade, Derrick White to the Rockets for 3 first-round picks.
Yeah, they would do something like that.
Right? I mean, you got to think about that, right?
Hmm.
What if Peyton Pritchard to the Rockets?
Although,
2 first rounds and a conditional second.
yep,
Would you
first
do
round
that
picks are
trade?
being less and less valuable because of how the lottery is so
Yeah, but if you
like
amass enough of them, you can trade a bunch of them to move up. This is what the Celtics did to build this team with Jalen and Tatum, right? They
mm,
eh, they stockpiled 7,000 picks. They had every pick for 25 years, and they packaged them and they traded them, and they
right.
ended up consolidating, getting good
Well,
draft results,
I mean,
lottery
the
picks.
net the Nets had 5 first round picks this year, and they drafted all guards and forwards, and are going to be in the same position again this coming year.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you do want to spread those picks over 2, 3 years because you never know quite what's
Right.
in the draft. Like, if you get a crazy strong draft, great, but you kind of want to be building on it. So
Did you see Cooper Flags playing point guard with
I
Kyrie
saw
being
that.
out?
I saw
He's
that.
and I actually don't think the Mavs are going to be that good to start. I just think as
They're going
Cooper
to
Flag,
round
he's
into form as the season goes
yeah,
on.
he's going to be the rookie of the year without a doubt. But I just think playing point guard, he's not going to be ready for NBA defenders. He's going to get picked a couple times, turnovers and stuff before he gets comfortable uh playing.
Well, It's interesting. We've talked about this, and I think probably a lot of our listeners and fans, or just people who stumbled upon this podcast by accident, as well as us, we'll look at the 12th guy on the bench, and you kind of are dismissive. That guy stinks, right?
Mhm.
He's no good or whatever. So I was talking again last week with former NBA players, former NFL players, right? And I think you forget that the very worst guy in the NBA is better than everyone else in the world.
Right,
Like
but they're
basically.
playing in the NBA,
I
so
know, but that's my point. Like the separation, the gap, even the worst guy in the NBA is better than everybody else.
I don't know if
And
I I don't know if I mentioned Josh Minot at the top of the show, right? He's looked pretty good in preseason and,
yeah,
athletic and making plays. And apparently, Wolves fans are very quick to say he played less than 5 minutes a game last season. He is a preseason warrior
uh,
hero. He is going to just absolutely destroy your team.
we'll find
Like
out. We'll find out. I like that
there's a reason he did not play more than 5 minutes a game.
because didn't need to. Or, well, we'll see. That would be interesting to watch. Again, there's a lot of good teams out there. It'd be fun to watch them. All right,
Last,
closing thoughts. Yeah, go ahead. What do you
yeah,
got?
Cavs or Knicks?
Cavs.
Cavs. You have Knicks second, or do you have another team up there?
I I just don't believe in the Knicks. I know I should because they delivered last year, frankly. I just not really believing in them, but I'm not sure who. I almost wonder if like a Pistons or Magic can just sneak by them, right?
Hmm.
I feel like
Yeah.
I just don't know if I just don't know if they're going to function well as a team. If they do, definitely number two.
Um, is this the last year in Milwaukee for Giannis?
No,
No.
Giannis will stay in Milwaukee for life.
Really?
Yeah,
You don't think he's gonna because he said he's going to reevaluate in like 7 months. Uh,
I don't think Giannis is leaving Milwaukee. I could be wrong. Like I didn't think.
that's a bold take.
Well, I mean, I don't think they'll ever trade him, but I don't think I think if they can get the team, if they can get ascendant pieces again, I
Mhm.
think he wants to play through it. If they totally tank, sure. If they go to rebuild mode, absolutely he's gone. If they're making the moves to contend, I think he stays. All right. Well, we will
Well,
see you out there.
yeah.
First game is
Tomorrow night,
against.
7:30, Sixers versus Celtics. I think Joel Embiid's going to play, so that's going to be interesting to
That'll
see.
be a fun first game, huh?
Paul George, I believe, will not be playing. So
Well,
the
I don't know if Paul George, they gotta see if his wheelchair is still accessible to get
yeah,
on
I was about to
his
say
feet.
that, but he
But what a
cannot.
warrior! Like we shouldn't diss Paul George. What a warrior! I love that guy. I mean, you gotta respect Paul George like crazy.
Yeah,
So
but yeah, we'll wrap it up here. Follow on social media. We will obviously be live tomorrow night after the game for the
obviously,
post game show. And until next time, go Celtics.
go Celtics.
Brown lets it fly. Bottom, a three. From behind, knocking it away. Tatum cashes in. Richard got it back inside.